part of the process it is to accept mortality. We have to accept that just as a tree can grow from a seed and become a big, strong, healthy tree, it only depends on the environmental factors how the tree can grow. If you've ever done gardening, you know that the soil has to have a certain condition. There needs to be certain nutrients present. So, depending on what kind of tree, if the soil is too wet or too dry, then it will affect the growth. It could stunt the growth, or really that plant will not be able to express itself. So the question is, what nutrients are we lacking to express ourselves? And it is mostly, a lot of it to start with is physically our nutrients, and our physical conditions, our lifestyle, our sleep cycle. This is kind of a physical thing. The temperature, our comfort during the day, how much are we exposing ourselves to different, stressing factors, like temperature too high or too low, toxins in the air. So many things that will influence the type of food we're eating. How about our digestion? And then how about the connection between the digestion and the different emotionally influenced organ systems? Kidneys, the liver, pancreas, the spleen. So many things. So mostly it's to do with our environmental factors, and then the next thing, of course, is our mindset. And our mindset, it can depend on, often it is really, it depends a lot on what we can kind of see spiritually, and not just visualize, see. We have a certain spiritual sight that we can really know something directly from point A to point B with no middlemen, just receiving something as it is. So when our mind is in a totally receptive state, and there's no creative thing going on, it's just in a receptive mode of operation. We just receive things as they are. I hear your voice as it is. You hear my vibrations as they are. So we have to accept our mortality as it is in relation to these conditions. Then we have to ask ourselves, if we use the conditions that we have, the cards that we've been dealt, to the best of our advantage, in what way can we fully use the cards that we've been dealt to the best, in the best way? And then when we start to think spiritually, when we use our spiritual sight, we can start to ask questions and I mean, we can consider things and then we can look and we can see. I can see that I can develop energy. I can see that I can use that energy to heal my body. And so despite the non-100% favorable conditions that we're in, how do we use our spiritual sight to devise training methods and approaches and mindsets, attitudes to have to achieve various tasks, to heal ourselves, to communicate effectively, to communicate my feelings and my true state effectively with someone else. So we accept our mortality, but it doesn't mean we have to die today. We can die another day.